So we're just starting down this journey, and my son is 9. He's in grade 3. He's on an IEP. We've had an OT assessment, so we're waiting for the results from that. Uh, Mostly that's to do with the fidgeting and the ADHD, but we're sort of focusing on the dyslexia as opposed to the ADHD, and because we really want to get him reading. He's 2 grades behind in reading, and so I'm really looking for strategies to help, um, and any sort of advice you can offer for younger kids to motivate them. He's at a point now where he just hates school and hates everything about learning, and I want to reverse that. So any advice you can offer there?
Well, I'll talk to the other part, not the reading part. I know would be probably better for the reading part because I'll just own it and be honest. I still don't read that well, but and I know Jess has a wonderful resources. But I would talk to the other part of finding out what he likes to do and finding out what he's really good at and really looking into that and supporting whatever that is. I know the reading is important too, but I know that's a struggle when you have dyslexia. And so I would really like whatever he's really interested in. And even if it's not something maybe, I don't know. I mean, I loved video games as a kid. I played video games. I played sports. I did,
He's the exact same. Sports
okay.
and
Yeah.
video
So,
games is
yeah.
everything that he wants to
Yeah,
do,
and
yeah.
so for me, having an out for me, the part that made it where I was able to be successful was also that I had other outlets where people didn't know I was dyslexic or that I struggled.
Well, exactly, that's sort of what I feel in his sports is, like, he's not the best and he's not the worst, but he really fits in and he really, um, like, he doesn't stand out,
Yeah,
and that's what he loves to do, so
I would keep that up and with whatever it is, because I know for me, I played soccer for 10 years. I swam since junior high. In high school, I did cross country for 2 years. Tracked for one. I did swimming for
right,
three.
yeah.
And so for me, I wasn't the best. I not wasn't I'll own it. I wasn't like on varsity ever, but I wasn't the worst. And so
Well, that's it, right,
yeah, and I know too for me when I swam, I probably could have been in a athletically, I probably could have been in a higher group, but because of my dyslexia and my now my ADD, I had a hard time with the instructions they gave me, and so I think I could have been better. Like I probably could have been on better at it, but because of that, I was with slower the people I know that were in my group also had other learning challenges, even though
right,
that's not how we were grouped. But I really enjoyed doing sports and not, and it doesn't have to be sports because you know some kids aren't good at sports. I mean, I also was in church youth group where no one knew I had dyslexia and I had friends that were all different ages. But I think having another outlet and just continue to do that. And then even finding maybe new things too, you know. But
yeah.
if you have a place that you already know, that's the easiest to start. So,
Yeah, he like, I realized for some kids, my younger 2 kids, they wake up with a boom and they're go, 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 and then they drop to sleep.
yeah.
My older son does not like, we've tested him sometime, "Okay, you can go to bed whenever you want," and he would stay up all night.
Mhm.
So, I think there's a fine line between too many organized activities
Of course.
and not enough, and I think it's different for every kid. So, with my older son, like, not this year, obviously, but he plays soccer, he plays hockey all year round, both sports, and we try and keep him active because what's healthier for him, and we recognize that even before the diagnosis, so
Yeah. Well, I think that's important. Yeah. And I know for me, that if I don't have a lot of things going on, I'm less productive. But if I have more things going on and I'm more productive. But I will say that I also, the other part that my family was really good at is we camped a lot. So we took other trips where I was able to regenerate. And so we'd go to Yosemite camping for a week where I was just out in nature. And so I think you need, even though I like to be active and I'm more productive if I have more going on than less, but I still need that downtime for me. I know everyone's different, but for me, I need a no reading, no school, no nothing time, which for me, like even as a kid, my family, my parents were really good at that. They would I don't know. The thing I can think of now is camping. I mean, I still love camping, but
Yeah, we also camp, not a lot, but
yeah.
once a summer, twice a summer, so
Well, and that is enough time for me, just having 1 week where I didn't have to follow directions all the time, where I didn't have to to decode stuff, where I didn't have a load of work that's just on my shoulders, that it was just like that was left at home. And so, I mean, I still did homework when we went camping sometimes, but that's, I don't know.
right. Yeah.
But to get some time off. So
Okay.
hope that helps.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome.